Chapter 8. Works, Knowledge and Love. The Way of Works. Not result is the purpose of action, but God's eternal delight in becoming, seeing and doing. Essays Divine and Human. The value of our actions lies not so much in their apparent nature and outward result, as in their help towards the growth of the divine in us, the human cycle. We must find the self, the divine. Then only can we know what is the work the self or the divine demands from us. Until then, our life and action can only be a help or means towards finding the divine, and it ought not to have any other purpose. Letters on Yoga 2. Work is part of the yoga, and it gives the best opportunity for calling down the presence, the light, and the power into the vital and its activities. It increases also the field and the opportunity of surrender. The Mother with Letters on the Mother. Yoga through work is the easiest and most effective way to enter into the stream of this sadhana. The Mother with Letters on the Mother. Meditation, work, bhakti are each means of preparative help towards fulfillment. All are included in this path. If one can dedicate oneself through work, that is one of the most powerful means towards the self-giving, which is itself the most powerful and indispensable element of the sadhana. Letters on Yoga 2. It is not our experience that by meditation alone it is possible to change the nature, nor has retirement from outward activity and work much profited those who have tried it. In many cases, it has been harmful. A certain amount of concentration, an inner aspiration in the heart, and an opening of the consciousness to the Mother's presence there and to the descent from above are needed. But without action, without work, the nature does not really change. It is there, and by contact with men, that there is the test of the change in the nature. The Mother with Letters on the Mother. I do not mean by work action done in the ego and the ignorance, for the satisfaction of the ego and in the drive of rajasic desire. There can be no karma yoga without the will to get rid of ego, rajas and desire, which are the seals of ignorance. I do not mean philanthropy or the service of humanity or all the rest of the things, moral or idealistic, which the mind of man substitutes for the deeper truth of works. I mean by work action done for the divine, and more in union with the divine, for the divine alone and nothing else. Letters on Yoga 1. The attitude of our mind in doing work must not be, "This is my strength," or "Behold God's power in me," but rather, a divine power works in this mind and body, and it is the same that works in all men and in the animal, in the plant and in the metal, in conscious and living things, and in things apparently inconscient and inanimate. The synthesis of yoga. Music, painting, poetry, and many other activities which are of the mind and vital can be used as parts of spiritual development or of the work and for a spiritual purpose. It depends on the spirit in which they are done. The Mother with Letters on the Mother. There are two works that are perfectly pleasing to God in his servant: to sweep in silent adoration his temple doors, and to fight in the world's battlefield for his divine consummation in humanity. Essays divine and human. The path of works is in a way the most difficult side of God's triune causeway. Yet is it not also, in this material world at least, the easiest, widest, and most delightful? For at every moment we clash against God the worker, and grow into his being by 1,000 divine touches. Essays divine and human.